What's going on? Welcome to another day in the life video where I'm going to bring you along with me for my day of running 258 rental properties in 3 companies. And today you're going to meet some of our team members. You're going to see a lot of behind the scenes of just interacting with coaching clients, team members, and just kind of like how things get done at our offices. So we're going to start the day off getting the coffee made here. Going to go in my home office, which is right around the way here, get some deep work done, some journaling, reflecting. Then we're going to hit a workout in the home gym in the basement. And then we're going to get the day started. Every day, you gotta say hi to the kids. My other Labrador sleeps upstairs. This one loves to be wherever we are. Okay, home workout is done. Had to hit the home gym today. Got a busy day. And real quick, what I want to talk to you about is how you start your day. How you start your day is everything. And you have to create an environment to success. And I understand not everyone's able to go out and build a pretty extensive home gym. This is definitely more well-equipped than even some small like hotel gyms. But how you set your day up for success. So like when I was broke, living in an apartment, working as a registered dietitian, personal trainer, I would set my gym clothes up the night before, like lay them out. Then you eliminate the ability to make decisions. When we start to think, we overthink. When we overanalyze, we get paralyzed. Paralysis by overanalysis. So you have to set up and create an environment for success. You want to make it easy for you. You want to make it extremely difficult to avoid doing what you need to do. Start off, get the coffee as you saw. Go to my office, I read something positive. I'm reading 177 Habits of the Highly Successful Individual, Steve Seibold. Great book, I'm actually rereading it, second time I'm reading it. A journal, you have to be introspective. A lot of people struggle and they don't achieve success because they never evaluate. Introspective means to look inward. Metacognition, to be able to think about your own thoughts. This is very NLP based, I learned a lot of this. But people confuse movement for accomplishment. Busy doesn't equal success, guys. I would say the busiest people are the most unsuccessful because they just move, but they don't actually accomplish anything. They're not actually working towards the goal. They're not moving with intelligence. They're not moving with strategy. So when you start the day off, you wake up on time, coffee, hydration, whatever. Journal though, read something positive, entrepreneurial, personal development, and then journal. How was my day yesterday? What are my targets? How do I feel? You have to be able to critically evaluate yourself. If you can't evaluate yourself, someone's going to evaluate you in the forms of a job. An entrepreneur or a very successful entrepreneur needs to be able to evaluate, what am I doing? We need to play chess, guys, not checkers. Checkers are just bum, make jumps. Chess is strategy, 5 moves ahead. You have to be able to evaluate yourself. That's what the morning process is. Set yourself up for success. Gotta go shower, change, and we're going to the 42 unit Birmingham Flats, which is now being rebranded as Stephan Woods apartment. So a legacy deal for my family and I. Owners and operators there, super excited. Let's go get to the deal. Okay, so we are here at the 42 unit, which is / the property management office / the brokerage. And look who we found from Costa Rica.
All the way.
Costa Rica. It's back to film some good content here. So I'm gonna hand the job over to the professional. And hey, great lesson here, man. I made a lot of mistakes in my business, doing things I'm not proficient at. I'm not a videographer. This is an art and a skill set. A good one. It's hard to find a good one. There's a lot of people out there who do it, but it's hard to find a good one. I mean, the equipment, how much does this equipment cost?
This setup is like 15 grand or more.
15 grand. You got to get started in a messy fashion when you get started. But guys, as you start to grow a business, you got to know your zone of genius. My zone of genius is not filming content, editing content. Mine is producing content and then sales and marketing. So I was so stubborn early on. I was like, hey man, I don't want to invest in this, or I don't want to do this. And it cost me. Because you know what? If I was trying to do this on my own today, I would have got pissed off by now because everything would have looked so shitty because I'm trying to do it all, but I'm also worried about this and this and this. First, I just come in, I text Nick what time, be aware, man. Stay in your zone of genius. And the number one thing, if you own a business, a small business, you need to spend money on is marketing and content. What's your brand saying about you? If you don't produce content, your brand's saying you're inconsistent and you're not serious. So I'm gonna hand the camera over to him. We're gonna do some content today, coaching calls. I got a coaching client coming in and we're gonna get to it, man. We actually just filmed a YouTube video talking about selling small properties and 1031 exchanging. So Adriana's here, one of our real estate investors, and Cody, the closer here, crushing it. This investor owns some smaller single families and he's doing exactly what we talked about. He's like, hey, I'm tired. I like my properties, I like them a lot, but I'm ready for something with a little bit more management efficiencies. He hired us at Stephan Group to sell these properties and do a 1031 exchange. So, branding, smart. It should go everywhere like that. It's huge.
I learned this in coaching. You can't tell people anything. You gotta let them either learn on their own or they'll just never learn. You can't force people to come to any realization. They have to come to it on their own. People only make like a drastic change when like the pain to stay where they are is worse than the pain of changing.
What is this, Tony? What are we here?
This is our HQ. This is our 42 unit. This is all of the above. So tell me who you are, man. One of our coaching clients.
I've known Tony, past client of mine, helped him sell a couple of properties.
He's a smart guy, man. He understands when you pay, you play. When you pay, people pay attention to you. You bought the 2 units from me. That's how you really kind of got connected with me. And he bought it. And so I'm like, all right, cool. You proved you're a customer now. My wife was forming a brokerage, so she left Keller Williams, so she was in between. The 56 unit came up. So Evan sold the duplex, Mount Clemens. I sold the 2 in Fraser. He bought the other duplex in Mount Clemens and he sold the 4 unit. But we made a deal and now he got a duplex. He wants to learn how to get in a bigger deal. We're gonna look at a bigger deal here. When you pay, people pay attention to you. I was 26 years old when I hired my first mentor. It was $10,000. I charged up a credit card. This was someone I admired to and looked up to in the industry. I didn't go to him because he was a successful, busy entrepreneur. I didn't say, hey, can I pick your brain for free? Hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? Rich, successful, wealthy people can buy their own cup of coffee. Money's not even the most important thing to them. Time is. And their biggest fear and concern is, are you going to waste my time? And I say this very like humbly, but I get so many people who I do not know reach out to me and say, can I buy you coffee and pick your brain? No, you can't. Because number one, that's not fair to him who invested a decent chunk of change to come and pick my brain. He's earned the right to pick my brain. If I was just free mentoring you right now, be honest, would you take as much?
I want to take it to heart.
The more you pay, the better you play. So you don't want the free mentoring. The worst advice you will ever get is the free advice. Remember that.
So yesterday I went through and made a list. Whole notebook page. So like one thing we went through, getting all of our phones together. So we got a phone here, we got a phone at Mound, but now I'm logging in to make sure that we can log into our phones anywhere. And then we can track calls and everything like that.
She's just the operator. She's got the brain of organization. I'm like build, grow, sell. She is the one who can clean it up and like just put methods to the madness. I'm just very fortunate she thinks that way because I don't do any of this.
Everything is like really different, even down to like consumers, which is typically gas, is different than DT, which is typically electricity. Consumers at Gulfview like just got a call like it has to be a landlord account, right? But then tenants can push their accounts onto our account, which then can make us delinquent.
You gotta have systems, you gotta have order, you gotta have back end. We've known people who built really successful businesses. They're like, I never looked at a P&L. I never talked about money with my partner. So when you work with your partner, you have to look at these things. But yeah, you gotta have one person in the relationship or the business who's like the visionary and the grower and the builder, but you gotta have someone who can run the back end. If not, there's no infrastructure to continue the growth.
All right, so you got to see inside of our day a little bit. We did a lot. Grab the links in my description, my free masterclass, my book that sells for $19 on Amazon. Grab it for free. Also, if you want to learn about working with the Stephan Group Real Estate Brokerage and the top broker here who runs and operates all of our deals and is the key to improving our NOIs, the mastermind right there. Where do they go? StephanGroupRealEstate.com. Thank you guys. Until next time, we'll talk soon.